What? What did I just send? Oh, okay. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I was like super confused. We're playing Disco Elysium again today. Remember how I said like a few days ago I was gonna play on like Friday? Well, I didn't. But here I am today. Gotta make sure I go through the rounds. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Easter. I spent a majority of the day asleep. Oh, sorry. Got to send it over to one more place. Alright, let's begin. We're gonna go... Oh. Wait, what happened? How come the thing disappeared there for like a second? So this game is very... It's like... How do I describe this? It is a PC-ass PC game. Like the text is tiny, even for like a television, especially for a television. It glitches quite a bit. So I think, if anything, this game is best experienced on the PC. But if you only have access to a console, I think it's on sale right now. If you have PS Plus, I think it's like 20% off. At least it was when I bought it. Hi, hey Carla, I just started. I got super confused because it said I just sent you a picture. And I was like, I didn't send her a picture. Like, a few seconds ago. Like, what the fuck did I just send you? I was like, oh, this fucking Instagram failed me again and sent you those pictures back to back. Yes, I was supposed to start stream like 40 minutes ago, but like, fell asleep. Leave me alone. Anyway, let's dive back in. Ooh. This. So last time we were here, we were trying to get information from the boat lady, and we basically failed skill check. That conversation with her is like half an hour. Basically failed the skill check. So now we have to go find out information about a drug trade with her through the delivery guys over here. I wish there was like a... I know he's like already kind of jogging. I kind of wish there was the run faster button. I mean, especially since I gotta go the long way around. You know, I never did find the pawn shop, which is the thing that I wanted to do. It says the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. I have no idea where the pawn shop is. And you know what? I don't know if I've already exhausted the entire map at this point, but it feels like I have.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin. with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
The cursor just straight up disappeared.
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Oh, this is the guy that we met in the first episode that, like, was racist to Kim. Can we fuck his shit up? Heck yeah.
A lorry stuck in the traffic.
Lorries probably stored fuel in here now. They store booze. How long have they been here? They can't have been here that long. Foreign car kept in a good condition. Where is the other guy? Humanox. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing towards the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. That thing's a piece of shit. Who is this? A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Flipper... Oh, sorry, I said Flipper. Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greater of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philippe II, the opulent father of Philippe IV, the insane. What did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Profligacy?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
So he's a piece of shit.
There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Well, yeah.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Heck yeah. A bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
See, this is why, like, monarchies are stupid. Just because you inherited a title, I don't know. Does that mean you should be fit to rule people? If you're like a piece of shit,
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms. Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the Coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinaise was leveled. Most historians think the Coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Actually, I see it now, actually.
People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent...
I don't think it's funny, but whatever.
...leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Alright.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do
Look
exactly?
At yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
I guess I made some gills, yeah.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No.
That's right. You work harder than anyone.
Oh,
you
shit.
almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Well, I don't know, man. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes.
Fucking hell.
Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
98% of all my money? This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me to a free market type. You know, it is really funny because I was just thinking about that. Every time I get my paycheck, I have to calculate the amount of hours I spend at work, multiply that by my wages, and then divide that value by 6, and then subtract that amount from my actual time worked, and that's actually how much money I get. It's fucking stupid. Every week I'll be making like, and it tells you like your net income versus your actual versus the income you receive with the taxes subtracted from it, and sometimes it can be as high up as to like $100 a week that gets taken away. It's bullshit. You know, yeah.
Go, hustler.
Hell yeah.
Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
I get close to $300 taken off on taxes only. It's bullshit, isn't it? You know, I get 2 jobs, and I pay. I don't know. It feels like ever since I got 2 jobs, I pay more in taxes, and so my tax returns are smaller. Ruin's full of snow. No one lives here anymore. I don't know. It just feels like that. Ever since I got a job, a second job, I feel like my tax returns have been like smaller and smaller.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
They suck. They sure do. I wonder how much of this game, because like in the dialogue, like you notice it's like almost 4:30 p.m. I wonder how much of that I could have just sped past if I wasn't listening to the dialogue.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
No. Excuse me,
No
man.
response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Nothing. Her smile.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
What's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Where else would you be then?
Back
When?
in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Bondero. Until you came along, that is.
Sorry. I wasn't dreaming. I was there, lawman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Meth, it was a golden age.
By the way, if you can hear like explosions going on in the background, my dad's watching TV. Like,
The Republic of Mess
3
is a
rooms
massive
away.
confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Oh. Okay, okay, this is ridiculous. It's like the man has only got his hearing today and has to hear every single sound and only likes loud movies. Anyway. I don't think that's gonna help, but sorry. There's not really much I can do. Shows you the photograph in a lavish amber frame.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you. His head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
Oh. Anyway. So you were in mess when you were young?
Someone was.
Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, Bobby. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world. The present.
Anyway. Have some questions?
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling? Or, before I came, you seemed away, actually. Yeah, let's be coy about it.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Why is that?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
I mean... You never know. Would you drive a lorry if you get like that? Like...
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
The Monosovsland, Utachnaya Zemlya, Western Plain, the Transcatolia Magistral, U4-1A, Autostradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
I'm something of an expert of blacking out.
You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
Sounds like she's being sarcastic.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
What are you caught carrying? Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Wait, but really?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
What if it's contraband?
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand Hermenegildo's bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Okay.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
A boyadera, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Marguerite, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Alright, I have too many records to listen to anyway.
The woman sways her wrinkled shell.
The fucking cursor straight up disappears. It's bullshit.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary, no drugs can compare.
It's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
You wanna smuggle some drugs?
Why would I want to do that?
For the glory of the World Republic. A thrill of the criminal lifestyle.
Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe, probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
But you just said you don't know earlier.
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grad. And the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grad, Lowman?
I don't know.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
Ugh. Why are you still out here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music.
Go get some food. Alright.
The seagulls.
Have fun. Get some food. Bring me some.
The features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Alright. That was amazing. I still have no idea where that pawn shop is that I need to sell my shit at. Which is what again? Just nowhere near $100. Let's see, 3, 4. Yeah, what? I'll have like $11 on me, kinda. I bet it's that guy that we talked to first.
Bastards! We have a right! Hey, work!
I am the law.
Yes. People get that you are the law. You really don't have to keep saying it.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone! Cops are here! You have to fuck with us! Beat the honest worker down!
Why should I?
We're here to fight for cops. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here! Right to work! Right to work!
I don't think it's this guy.
Besides, we're no that different. It helps if people see us talking. Cops and strike breakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Anyway.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're no allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed! You piece of shit!
So do we, Scab!
I want to go into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shites are on full strike. Then they think they're gonna let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
I'm interviewing people about a murder.
The brutal murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. Anything to stay alive. Right to work! Shameful. Cops doing nothing. Should run back up. Open the casements. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
It's not really my thing.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pretty. Let us work!
Who are all these strike
Honest
breakers?
men and women, with rights to work. To be useful. Not toys, for corporate interest. We came here to help the harbour run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks, then they want to work. They ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No! They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy. Because they were given a job to do.
Anyway. That guy has a strong Irish, Scottish accent. let's see if the thing will let us go.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
You guys have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling Rats?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
It's kind of important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
So what's behind that door then? Should I go inside of the bookstore then? It said there was a pawn shop somewhere here, but is that even real? That's where, if you're like a few characters, I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly, but I feel like it actually is important.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Found a smug in the trash. Is that yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Mirizza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
The man bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette lingering between his fingers. He reaches...
Drugs? You know where that shit comes... They know they can't beat us in a fair... Not in, not out.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then why are you still hanging around here for?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
You know what happened to that?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Is that the guy drinking in the corner?
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
Then who's running drugs?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Let's go talk to him.
Guess so.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's a new guy.
The worker is in a deep slumber. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Inspect the carabiner.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo.
Steal it.
Santiago S. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
I'm gonna take it.
You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says, 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee.
Does Kim see me?
No, he's looking the other way. Perhaps purposefully. You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about it.
Alright. Stole his shit.
Yes, have you got it? A lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real. Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me. Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put it there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has a key to it?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Yes?
Do I not have anything else in my room? Because I don't know where to go anymore. I mean, I kinda do. I mean, like, objective-wise... Oh, wow, why did I say it like that? Objective-wise, yes, I do know where to go. But... Oh, I get to talk to Kuno about that too? It may take a while. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
Okay. Are you still over here?
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
What the fuck?
The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it. Still no answer. Still nothing.
The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Alright, guess we're not getting in there. Oh boy. I watched a big lizard monkey fight the other day. I liked it. It was... Sometimes it's okay to just enjoy something as a big dumb movie. And in that sense, I thought it was okay. But as an actual movie with plot threads and such like that, yeah, I don't know. Not that it was a bad movie in that sense, I was just kind of like, every time the camera panned up to Millie Bobby Brown, I was just like, I don't care. Do you know what's behind that door?
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
I mean, don't I have access to the back of the Whirling in Rags from... from the other side over there? I thought that after like 4 p.m. there was that assembly going on in that room. Did they already end? Because it's already been an hour? Did I completely miss that part? Pick dialogue options to begin with hold on or wait to gain additional information before the conversation moves on. What? It's not this guy.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Seems like a man who knows about drugs. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. I need to get high. That's serious criminal talk. You're trying to pull some sort of entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces...
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, no way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. Jam's got folks up in arms and I'm afraid it's headed towards a conflagration. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then? I'm a guesser. You really need to find another man to probe with these
We
questions.
wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Alright. I was like, this guy was pretty cool when I talked to him. I didn't want to accuse him of anything, you know what I mean? So let's go find someone else to bother. Oh, is it this guy? Sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Push your order.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Isn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? You pull the lever, or nothing happens. A spring brings the... Isn't there a sign?
I don't want to say.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh?
The words, Daredevil Driver, sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Can I have some food?
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Cool. With a lever that does nothing.
It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes?
Sure.
Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
Thanks.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Okay, bye. Oh, shit. Fingerless gloves. Oh, I thought it was locked. No. Waterlock out of order. What day is it? Does it tell me? It's Monday. I don't have a map of the place. Hey, found a pawn shop. I know the guy that I was supposed to talk to is probably that guy that we just walked by, but... Hey, I found a pawn shop. I can get $4. Jesus. I doubt it. No, it's not gonna happen. There's not enough time in the day. Can't get $100. That seems like an absurdly high amount, considering that the pickups here are like 50 cents and all that shit.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this? That's the headless found rider. Of course. Cool. The headless found rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the street of Revachol sporting a found tracksuit. As you can see, he's missing his head. 50 cents, bargain priced. I think he's looking for it, for something. That part of the story has many interpretations. Who am I trying to win?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. Big men on big horses, clap.
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Do I have enough money for that?
You see rows of toy soldiers guard.
A bus of a woman. antique cash register. Military wear.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
How much was that streetlight? 700. You're out of your mind. There's one just like that on every corner. What do you mean transformation? Well, there are costs of removal and rewiring. The light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures. Oh, okay.
Okay, that checks out.
Locked.
It's not often that I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Same for how insufficient the police presence is in these parts.
I haven't really had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about the inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a
Guess who's
keepsake,
home? Hi, Jade.
who are
Glad you
totally
could make
bored.
it.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection.
It keeps me entertained.
Is Roy high, and if yes, what is he on? I can do this check again, huh?
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
You haven't have any guns? Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I probably sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh god, the lieutenant shifts from one foot to another.
Wait,
Alert.
I sold you my gun? You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photo emissions, the unhealthy kind. Was the buyer a policeman, too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. She was terrifying.
Right, so, let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
I don't like it either.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the Force. We have to find her.
What's this game about? This game is called Disco Elysium. And the story is, you wake up from your shitty motel, or your shitty hostel, and you've basically lost your memories. You've been staying there for 3 days, you wake up, you have no idea what's going on. Your police partner shows up, and turns out you were supposed to be investigating a crime that happened, like, over a week ago, of a body that got strung up on the back of the hostel 4 days prior. So, we're trying to solve murder, and we've done fuck all but, like, drink and lose our memories, and basically, like, lose, like, our badge, our uniform, our gun, apparently, over the past 3 days. So we're just trying to piece everything together as we go. And, it's in the style of old point-and-click adventure games, which I'm terrible at, apparently. Any idea where I can find this buyer? My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she
A
went.
needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Jesus. Might be able to help us in our investigation. I doubt it, but I could try. Know anything about the recent hanging? I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Yeah, let me sell some shit. I'd like to. I have this commemorative pin. What a pleasant time this was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $320 for it. How much did it say it cost? Oh shit. Well, I needed to do that anyway. Wow. I can only access the menu with like the arrow keys. Or sorry, the directional buttons. But the directional buttons also healed my morale. Which I needed, yes, but that's... Oh, I can sell this guy's card. What if I need it though? Is that really only worth $320? I guess it is. I guess these prices are the ones from... Alright, let's go with that. Get the full hobo look in there. Can I sell my clothes?
Hello again. How can I help you?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Pin from 31 ought to be priced at $310, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice. Can you hold on to it for a few days? Promise to get the pin back. I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now. Okay. Fine, let's sell it. Yeah, I don't want to buy that thing right now. For her? Huh. I assume because my brain brought it up. Oh, also, you're constantly fighting yourself. Basically, you're like talking to different aspects of your personality. Here, I'll pull up the menu in a second. So, like, I have like some traits here that basically interact with me as I go through the investigation. Like, sometimes my Inland Empire will talk to me. Sometimes my Inland Empire is my imagination, right? Yeah, imagination, yeah. Sometimes it'll make me think, like, oh, what if there's a dead body in the trash can as well? Or, you know, that type of shit. Or, like, my drama will sense, like, theater and will sense whether or not people are lying to you. My sense of authority, like, whether or not I can assert my dominance in that way. All these little things kind of interact with you as you go through your investigation, as you interact with all the people in the town of Revachol. And try to help you, or maybe even hurt you in your investigation. Cool. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Man, I knew it. I knew this guy. How about some premium class service over here, like paying with net worth?
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Alright.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
I don't want to buy anything yet. If the game's serious about me buying, spending $100.
Sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer?
No. I need to ask you about the drugs.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
No. Try and talk to him.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Oh no. He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. I can't help but think that I talked to this guy before. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes!
Ah, Jesus Christ.
You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions?
This is a white check. You may retry it.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money now.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I don't know.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I love drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
I don't like drugs.
That's cool. Especially after you already said you're into them. All the coolest detectives in the movies do drugs. And I'm very conflicted about it. Still, no drugs here.
Anyway.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But that fucking racist driver earlier already told me you were also a driver.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Stop squirming.
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
But you lied to me already.
What crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
If you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Yeah, buddy, Ceiling, help us out. No one knows you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is it that one?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
All of them. I don't know.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase.
Let's try it.
Walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives.
Let's try asking for money again.
You deserve it.
No need to dress this.
Oh, okay. Ah, yes. Lots of cops are.
Are you trying to...
Sorry, detective. Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
But you're from the Apricot place, right?
Seaguy, Apricot Suzerainty. It's all the same to me. It's all cool. I'm interested in sales. Go ahead, let's make one. Super high quality, friendly prices. Me?
This man probably...
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from...
The Apricot Suzerainty is what the Seaguy archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand.
No, apricots come from Seaguy. My grandma used to grow them. But Seaguy is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Seaguy.
Should I buy that coat? I'll buy that coat. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna get $100.
Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Hey, it's a DLC truck. Jesus. Let's go ask that old lady again and see what she knows. God, the sound is just falling apart. Or can I get up here?
Scab?
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm. content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I'm trying to solve a murder. Sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved. I wonder if that's like a real statistic that the game is using. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way. Same. I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. Does this mean you can let me through the gate? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a grantor of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
Mañana means tomorrow. It sure does. So his name is Call Me Tomorrow? I guess so. Just walk right past, measure head, and go in. The 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist there. Walk right past him. Right. Then press a button and lock the door. Uh-huh. And go past him again. Okay. And you enter the harbor through the office. Ista. Gotcha. I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation. Could convert his Seminese supremacist worldview. Or maybe it actually is completely impossible. Anyway. Can I have some money? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out. Try to catch it.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Thanks. Hey, $1. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment. Due to... yeah. You know, Winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though. Every little bit helps. I'm always glad to help out when possible. And like these slithering scabs. Not like these slithering scabs. Well. Anyway. I can't go up there? Oh, I can! In case of strike, press button behind guard. A hermetically sealed door. Oh my god, Kim's freaking out over there. There's Measurehead. I bet he's gonna kill me.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
My body's unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Paul Roule. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Alrul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Is it really that bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Oh, great. You're right. I'm an alcoholic. Now get out of my way.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning, begging for help, attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
I just need to move about 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
Okay, you're right.
Enough with this begging. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Hul, your beloved beverage. Inside,
oh yeah, I could pretend I agree with him.
Sexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
What? That was an 83% success rate.
Do not be naive. I know the answer to the great race enigma. Why would I?
This girl's forehead be huge. It do be huge.
You do not have the devotion for servitude.
Alright, well, I tried it. Oh god. Why don't I get this big guy to go fight him? You look strong.
Break the work! Break the work!
You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you?
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
How are you gonna get past now? I have no idea.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Okay. Let's go try to punch him then. Let's go try to punch him. Here, let's do this even. Yeah, violence.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Of course.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
I'm a cop.
Your fist cracks in his
Oh,
hand
God.
like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Well, that could have gone worse.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
He only has one bullet? I was trying to assert my dominance over him.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than
But I'm a hero.
We are not here on some political quest. Let's think of something else.
Fine, Kim. Sorry, Kim. Maybe you can use that bullet to dislodge the stick up your ass. Whoa!
Nice aggression with the native. Then I let the chief fool you next time. Then I need to beat that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about a right to work.
I need you to be my champion against Jean-Luc up there.
No, I'm near fatal. I'm a worker.
Ooh. You're so huge, just punch him. Anyway, let's go talk to that old lady first before I get myself killed. Are you smuggling drugs?
The woman is still hunched over the railing.
Huh? What is it? What? Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
Well, aren't you a lady?
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Then who's this female? Who is
How
it?
should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Fine. See you later.
Go sim.
Ah, well shit. Does that... She's the only one that I can talk to. Let's go try punching him again.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Do you know anything about this mug?
Really let yourself go.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Is this your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
What are those tattoos of yours?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You're right.
Correct.
Alright. Let's leave. Wait, actually, there was one more thing I could ask him, huh?
Your race descent, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor in your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I'm not a communist.
Of course you are, Levasholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted disease, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Disco?
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race, haplogroup A4A, the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
There's a lot of like political commentary in this game, a lot more than I thought there would be.
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Elysium are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pay. No, I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not really Seminoles, you're just from Revachol. I'm from Quaron, and no, it's not just in Revachol. This city is central to the Seminoles strategy. Spreading through its trade network, our culture will dominate the world.
You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secret.
Alright, anyway. That guy talks slow. There's literally a timer that doesn't stop when I'm in dialogue. Okay. What does the racist have to say about... It wasn't the guy.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about. He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The motherfucker?
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
Yeah, him.
Okay.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Madre angry. But a stupid fucking wrist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen the corpse in the yard, yes? You took a peek. I know you did. Does it look like his friends protected him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. His sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
+2 on Kim's Bluff, +1 saw you snooping cabin.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
What? What do you think we're doing right now, Runt? We're outside, talking. There's some kind of homo thing? Make me, Runt.
We'll just have to ask someone else about the lady driver. Let's go.
No! Fuck, sorry, Kim. God. Idiot. Ugh. You have anything to say?
Hello again.
No.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
Do you know this lady driver? I don't want to talk about that. I need your help. I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say is she isn't gonna be around here anymore. Kim does all this badass shit, and he turns to me as if he throws the ball in my court, and he assumes I'm gonna get it, but I don't, cause I'm a stupid drunk. She isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker, and I don't know where she is. Who is this person? Thank God I don't know. People call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret from me, too. Now I see why. What does she look like? Youngish woman, gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet dyed. It was violet when she got here, blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Who is she to you? A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? Alright. I don't want to... Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. How is she troubled? She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over, and you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes, which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I was told everyone's afraid of her, you're not? I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked, and she told me too that She had a violent life, but I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now, but we didn't talk about that. Talked about life, you know. She talked about her mind. Her mind? The way it worked, the trouble was giving her. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind? Fuck, man, go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There's plenty of other drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
I need this for another investigation, so it's important. I can't blow it. You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man. Fine. Thank you. This makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. I mean, I don't know what my options are here. I don't want him to like be mad at me, but I also kind of ruined it with the racist guy. The only other person I can talk to is that lady, who was clearly not her.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier. All right, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Any way to restart? The game autosaves after every hour, so it's about to autosave again. And this game is so dialogue heavy that to go through all that all over again would be kind of insane to me. I'm just gonna play this out.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electrics. Have you come to place an order?
I need to get in the building.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Yeah. And besides, I don't know. I feel like if it's like, if I'm playing like a sort of like text adventure in a way, I feel kind of be cheating to just go back. I mean, if I die and I have to restart, then yes, I'll do something different. But like, we'll play this by ear.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait. Is she...
Are you repeating your words?
Michelle, just please.
Oh.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Is this some kind of joke?
I think this is funny.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different, as if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
Yeah, it's a recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder.
Jesus, this gave him like a mental breakdown earlier.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds. No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend, She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So, it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
A recording?
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
So who have you been talking to? Just some random lady. So the thing is, I woke up in my hotel room with no memory of anything, and I've been here for like 3 days. And so literally everything is like setting off my memories. Like, is this someone that I might have known? Like, is this my ex-wife? Like, that type of shit?
That is true.
Okay.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. Oh. Oh, they're on a timer. I never knew that. Well, it's nearly 8 p.m. and I haven't really gotten anywhere. Let's go talk to the bookstore lady. Or are you closed? Failed white checks can be retried by increasing the relevant skill. Alright. I mean, that racist guy, that was a white check, I think. Oh boy.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money?
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
But I need money.
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Please, I'm very hungry.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
I've talked to her before. Through the doorbell. Oh! Right. There was that lady that... Okay. Girl... Your daughter's the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes. My daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, Was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yep.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
A 10. She's a great salesman lady.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Okay.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends. How much do you pay the kid?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her, as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Bullshit. I hate that excuse. I make the money, give me the money. I don't care how old you are. I remember when I was like much younger, I would spend like every day, like, we would buy like cans. There's like a thing in the backyard that would like crush the cans and whatnot. I'd fill up like 2 or 3 bags full of that. Right? Get like $20 off of it. Never saw that money.
Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here.
The girl outside mentioned this place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What if I wanted to buy a book?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse.
Fine.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Let's look at what's behind the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with his houseman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Let's see what's behind the curtains.
Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
What could be behind those curtains?
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time.
Alright. What do you want? What's behind that shit?
Hello again, esteemed officer. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
If it's a storage room, why are you fucking being weird about it? Do other people hear your conscience? No. Like all these 1, 2, 3, 4 these 24 different personalities inside me fighting myself on every conversation is just for me. It's kind of like how in what do you call it? It's not a text adventure. I'm thinking like a game's like a Walking Dead, something like that, where you can make a decision based on, you know, be forceful or be kind or whatever. But like there's like a layer of like, but what if though? Like there's like a hint of like doubt. Basically, all these little mechanics here are just for you to like kind of doubt yourself in a way. Like, am I actually strong enough to fight this guy? You know, can I take the hit? What's behind here? Like, are they lying to me? How much do I actually know about this shit? I say we make her tense to the point she admits it. Yeah, let's see. If not, I'm just gonna rip the curtain open. Yeah, why are you being weird about it?
I'm not tense, I'm just... Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence. As if I was unwanted here.
Why don't you just tell me?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have sensed the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but...
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, alright?
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. I admit... I feel like I should also be drunk. I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to de-battle the bad
I
energies.
should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Just ask him. He'll vouch for me.
I can assure you he is a police officer. Very knowledgeable.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you
He wasn't
swear?
listening. Oh, my honor.
Sir, there's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Oh my god.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
The passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Heck yeah.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Alright. Let's go check that shit out.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking... You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Sebanese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. Androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Looks like David Bowie.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Sebanese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
So unlock the door.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Just a jump scare. There's just Five Nights at Freddy's behind here. God, there's not even like a picture to accompany this loading screen. Unless there's supposed to be, and the game's broken. Oh boy.
What is this place?
Looks like a gym to me. Oh.
I think you're right. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages.
Spooky.
I doubt the electricity still works.
It
Good
is
thing we have a
spooky.
flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Okay.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house.
Sounds good.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to be super scared of this type of stuff. And, like, there's still a part of me that it's kind of like, you know, like, I'm not gonna watch a scary thing and not be scared of it. But, like, I'm kind of glad that it doesn't affect me nearly as hard as it... Ooh. That's cool. It doesn't affect me nearly as hard as I thought it would. Where, like, I used to be scared to go... Like, you know, like you watch a scary movie, right? And you go to the bathroom and it's, like, dark out in the hallway. And you're like, oh, no. But, luckily, I don't have that. But I used to. Holy shit, I used to.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
No, I'm gonna injure myself.
This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is it... Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of a bastard would just remove these collars?
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory.
Huh, I've been in here before?
A memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Alright. Jesus, the shadow. Insane. Citius Fortis. Okay. Oh, for the... Oh, cool. For the old men. Close that book. Blocked by old window panes and debris. A wrestler? Maybe. Maybe I used to be a wrestler. This is kind of spooky. I like this. Demijohn? Can I take that bird? Whoa. Looks like the remains of the 24th window repair shop. Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs. They remind you of blades. Hey! $3. Is that a radio? Hey, more money! You know what? Strip Steam logo.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
Only thing I can think of that has squeaky shoes, a mat, and whistle. I think maybe... I mean, he does kind of look... I don't know. He looks a little disheveled. Maybe. Or maybe it's just that he used to be fit. Or maybe he used to be a coach. Looks like someone's trying to reconceptualize their business here. I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
What did they start with, and which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
What a strange leap of imagination, yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
Damn.
Rigorous self-critique.
Look at that art.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right.
Oh,
These
Jesus.
are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Is this supposed to be about me? The thing just called me Harry. And I'm like, am I Harry? You unlock a new slot in the research to research the thought. How do I unlock a new slot? Well, it is a self-critique, yeah. But that's weird because, like, part of the whole thing is that I don't know who I am. So for it to just throw that my name is Harry is kind of strange to me. Yeah, I don't know. But keep that thought in the back of my head. Is this Emma's atelier? Who the fuck is Emma? Where'd the clothes I use to display? Is Emma my ex-wife?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic, translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
He's a high welkin. Sad, dude.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Who are these
This
creatures?
looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Okay, well...
Just look at those details. So much effort.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Whoever they got as the voice actor for your internal monologue here needs a pay raise. He's like, that's a lot of things to read.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Okay.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. Nothing happens. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
How do I know what Kedron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
You know, they did mention earlier when I called the police station that I'm supposed to be, like, I used to be a really good cop back in the day, but not, I'm all washed up now. So maybe I'm just, I don't know, I feel like all of these.
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Alright. Oh.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Someone tried to exercise the curse using technology.
No, that's not it. I think it looks like one of those popular pen and paper.
I was gonna say it looks like a D&D thing with the fucking
automate it, make it work on radio computers.
This isn't role-playing.
Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
I'm disappointed I spent an entire year in quarantine and not a single time was I ever approached to play D&D. I know, like, my friends were trying to play it for, like, years. Every once in a while someone would mention it, we should play D&D. There's like a group of us, there's like 9 of us. I'm like, we should play D&D, and I'm like, yeah, let's do that. And every single time we talked about it, we would talk about playing it, and then never again. And I'm like, we could do it! And we just never did.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
How are they planning on doing that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
We have a two-way radio.
Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Wow.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
It was just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets.
I don't think so. I think they genuinely believe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep moving.
I don't know. I think they did. I think they did give a shit. I didn't know where that dialogue was gonna lead. Hang on. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Okay. Ow. You can sleep after... Oh, I can sleep after 11? Is that 11 o'clock? Or 9? 9 o'clock. Where am I gonna sleep? I don't have $100 for Gart. In the trash, I guess. Ooh, look at that bear. Money? Hey, and I got some magnesium.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
Sleeping? Yes, so I don't know if you can see it in the bottom corner, but there's a timer. And it says day 1. Apparently this game takes place over the course of a week. And at the beginning of here, the hotel manager, or rather the cafe manager, says, I have until the end of the day to come up with $100 or he's kicking me out. And I have $25. What's this about $100? Yes, I owe the hotel $100 because I trashed the place.
The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
It's a cool fridge. Relax, Kim, it's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
You scared?
Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
And the fridge magnets.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnival?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
That's true. The fridge is still on.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the offsite copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Swaff.
What's a oh, for the computer?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
You have any idea where the ice maker could be?
I assume it's somewhere close to the Ice Bear fridge.
Who's the illiterate ginger?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Alright. Is this it? Open it! The heck? The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Oh! That's cool. Oh, I can't. Huh? Kuno? So, right outside of the hotel where the dead body is hanging, there's a stupid kid throwing rocks at it.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the Ice Bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. Fine.
Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
Wait, don't I need to get into the ice cream machine? Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Money? Ooh, insane mesh tank top? What? I guess. Where did you even get that one? No, really, who put it in that drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. Yes. Cool. I look stylish in my mesh tank top. Here, let's own it. Let's wear only that. There you go. Now I'm styling. Is this it?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Look inside
It's
the
dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking.
Wait, really? You should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello? Oh my god.
You've awakened the entity.
Who is it? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Cool. The wall collapsed. It said there's something in the blah, blah, blah. Is it out there? It's over there.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
Good thing I brought the pry bar with me.
Try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
I'm glad that my head is telling me hold the fucking thing. Oh, I can dual wield.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be
Pry bar's not
shut.
strong enough, huh? It helps I'm wearing gloves. Am I wearing the wrong gloves?
This orange machine is buzzing like an old...
Don't like that. If I turn it off.
2 cables up something close to...
Why did you do that?
Do the gloves even matter? It said something. I don't know if the different types of gloves matter, but there's a skill check here.
Still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner.
It says +1 better grip with the gloves.
The ice around it slowly melting.
+2 machine is unplugged, but -20 because the pry bar is not strong enough. I don't want to break it. You know what I mean? That sounds like something this game would do, so I'm gonna leave it for now. But there is something in there that I can check out. Alright. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving to persons of power, like police officers. Just... Ugh. I don't know where this game was made, but it seems... Canadian. Or French. Oh. She pulled a curtain? That just dumped me back into the main square, huh? I guess that makes sense geographically, but where's that thing that she was talking about? Oh, here. Heck yeah. Cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the streets. Oh no, not here. Where? I guess outside then. Alright, sorry everyone. Just walk out of my mesh tank top that I found in some dusty old drawer. See, container you can't open? Equip a pry bar. Oh, maybe I could have used a pry bar to go clock that guy, huh? Maybe I should have done that. I didn't know I could equip the tools like that. Can I, like, bludgeon him, maybe? And I have the flashlight in his eyes to distract him? Is there any reason why I shouldn't have this? Well, it's nighttime now.
An old call box with a matrix. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area. Silence. No one answers your call. Silence. No one's... Silence. No one answers.
Ah. I can't believe Kuno is still out here. This is Kuno, by the way. Can I use that thing? Can I use something to cut him down? No. Look, there's a thing up there on the roof. But how do I get to the roof of this building? Annette?
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet?
Why is there somebody using that?
Oh, that's great! I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
Revachol is pronounced Revachol. Oranje. 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 And Klassia. Klassia? Klassia. Okay. Danke.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus? Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Please do tell. Did anything survive? Have you located the entity?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of her.
Okay. I don't know how to get up there.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People.
Unless I missed something, let's go here. Yeah, let's go here again. I'm not crazy, right? It said like she opened a curtain somewhere. And like there was like a mechanical sound going. Ugh. Getting hungry again. Oh, we're already at 2.5 hours. I might have to cut stream soon. Just cause this game can't be looked at for very long periods of time. It's too much. I should go eat. You changed the color of your... How did you do that? You changed the color of your thingy.
Tiles on the cube are like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Chat settings, you know I love my purples. I know you love your purples.
Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Indian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the production schedule? Yes, I am alive.
Oh.
I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat, is this the production schedule?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I work as a repeater at the East Indian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Is she the game master?
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident. The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Oh, right.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder, Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up, sooner or later.
Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other info about it? Why does the cursor keep going? Look, it's gone.
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
So conceptual.
Any other questions?
Alright.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. The filament slides out of its glowing.
Yeah, let's keep that on me. Can I sell it? No, I can't. Oh, I can! It's $10. Ooh. Oh my god, there's this entire side area I didn't go to. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Holy shit. Got a postcard. Oh, there she goes. Trays full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. I'm glad I went back in.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald lights shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
You know, my work calls the living room a milieu, but I never knew what that word meant.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Why are you asking me about the dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I like role-playing games.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around here are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Shut up.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on.
Oh my god. This entire town is centered around the backyard of this stupid hostel, and no one was looking into it for just like a week.
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Never take your eyes off work.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
I guess that would make sense. It probably happened at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Okay.
Oh, it's you again. We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Can I stay here with you?
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Oh, really?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Yeah, but you can't get to it from here.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lies there, scattered from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Guess it makes sense.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse, it's capitalism.
Well, shit. Capitalism is a curse.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Alright. Well, I didn't make $100. Can I still go out this way though? Okay. Doesn't that mean you'll get kicked out of the hotel? Boy, it sure does. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Guard will be nice to me, I don't know, I did kind of tell him about Sylvie. Going to be kicked out implies that I haven't already been kicked out. I actually don't want to engage with that for now. I might cut stream here because we're going at almost 3 hours anyway. But let's see if I can smack that guy with a pipe, just for fun. I don't see why you couldn't. Crowbars have been used for weapons. Especially in the context of a PC game. I don't like to talk about the stream dying, but I'm surprised that the stream hasn't died yet. I think it's because I've stopped trying to stream at 60 frames. That might ease the tension off the fucking Wi-Fi a little bit. But in case the stream does cut off now, I guess I should start pointing out that if you miss any part of this video, it's going to get uploaded on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Soramoto. If you want to be notified of future streams, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Soramoto. That's still... You know, it's funny, I used to vlog all the time, and it never really got weird talking to myself. Actually, that's not true. What I mean to say is that, it does get weird talking into a camera, but, like, I never felt weird plugging my shit at the end. But streaming and saying it now just feels so robotic to me.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Oh, I can't.
You have really let yourself go. Your race descent has only worsened.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
That'll be our lucky racist.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Alright, so no to the crowbar then. Yeah. I guess next time we go around here, I'll have to figure out my living situation and try to confront Gart. So, but that'll have to wait until next time. Possibly... Oh god, if I can manage to get myself down the stairs? Alright. That'll have to wait until next stream, which might be tomorrow, because I don't have work tomorrow. Which means I have nothing to do tomorrow, except sit here and do nothing. But, I think we're gonna have to call it here. I am hungry. And I have been sitting on the floor for 3 hours. Thank you. Thanks everybody that came by and watched this, and if anyone that comes by to check out the videos. This is part 3 of the series, so if you want to see the previous parts, all those videos are on YouTube. It's spring break too, so I should be able to watch. Yay! Go eat, I will. Just wanna say again, yes, thank you for coming to watch the video. Again, if you miss any part of this will be on my YouTube, youtube.com/Soramoto. If you want to be notified of future streams, it'll be on my Twitter, twitter.com/Soramoto. My Twitch bio is a little messy, but all the stuff is written on there. It's the same link everywhere. If you find Soramoto on a website, there's an 80% chance that it's me. I say 80% because I'm not subscribed to every single website that there is. But it's such a weird name that people don't really take it, so it's usually me. But until then, I hope everyone had a fantastic Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Zombie Jesus Day. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. Until then, stay safe, take care, and peace out. Bye-bye!